Austin just approved a $6.6 billion budget. I mean, that number alone makes me want to sit up a little straighter. But here's the part that usually gets lost. Not all $6.6 billion is regular City Hall spending. Over 75% runs through enterprise operations like Austin Energy, Water, the airport, and other self-supporting departments. The real political battlefield is the $1.54 billion general fund, the bucket that pays for police, fire, EMS, parks, libraries, public health, homelessness programs, and social services. So when City Council fights over parks, 911 operations, overtime, social services, and tax hikes, they're fighting over the smaller, more explosive slice of the pie. And after 4 months of political maneuvering and community pushback, City Council passed the budget late Wednesday night in a 9-2 vote. But the most interesting part is not that Austin's progressive majority won, it's that the mayor, Kirk Watson, voted against it. Watson, who is not exactly known as a bomb-throwing revolutionary, broke with City Council majority, and his message was simple. Austin keeps saying it cares about affordability, then hands residents another bill. And that's the core tension here. The city says it needs the money to protect services, but the same people being protected are also being priced out of the market. So here's the rub. The budget raises property taxes by the maximum allowed under Texas law without automatically triggering an election, 3.5%. For the average value Austin home, that means roughly $173 more per year in property taxes. That may not sound apocalyptic by itself, but once you add rising electricity, water, trash, and other utility costs, the annual increase gets closer to $365. And Watson's bigger warning is that this is not the only bill coming. Austin also has a $295 million bond proposal heading to the November ballot. Pair that with the tax hike and rising fees, and now the average family could be looking at $400 to $500 more in additional annual costs. The city is also using $32 million in certificates of obligation for sidewalk and mobility projects, debt that for some reason does not require direct voter approval. Another $1.4 million is being used to move 911 dispatch from under Austin Police Department command, $6 million for fire department overtime, $500,000 for EMS cadet training, and $1.5 million for a citywide efficiency audit, which is really needed. So again, this is not one giant financial punch. It's more like death by 1,000 invoices. Now, supporters say the budget was necessary because the city was facing multi-million-dollar cuts to social services and nonprofit contracts. Their argument is that housing vouchers, permanent supportive housing, and public health programs are prevention. Cut them now, and the cost shows up later in shelters, emergency rooms, policing, and crisis response, which is not entirely wrong, but the other side has a point too. Removing the tax hikes would help the families who built Austin stay in Austin. So this is not a fake budget fight. Austin is trying to preserve services, fund emergency response, manage growth, and avoid breaking its own social safety net. But the question hanging over all of it is brutally simple. How many times can City Hall say that it is protecting affordability while making it more expensive to live in Austin?